Hello and welcome to part 5 of my Let's Play of Atelier Totori. I am the Namekian, and we left got enough rank rank up, finishing up the quests that we needed to complete in order to get those skill points or rank points. And so we're ready to go back to Arland. But before we do that, we're going to dump some dead weight. Basically, we got Gino where we needed him to be. He's not quite at the level where we need him to be. We'll come back to him later to finish up his stuff. But basically, we don't need him anymore. So we'll go with the stronger choice, Mimi. Or Mimi and Melvia. And this is pretty much, with some exceptions, whenever you mix companions, the first time you actually leave, you're gonna normally get a scene. It doesn't happen all the time, and it doesn't happen with all the mixes, but you usually get something as a result. Sometimes you'll get multiple ones if you continue on. You'll get something. You know, if it makes sense, you generally will get something when you mix up certain characters together. Now, you have two ways to get to Arland. You can either wait for the carriage to be repaired, if it hasn't already been repaired, or you can actually travel there on foot. Since all the spaces that we need to visit, or since there's a bunch of land that we haven't visited in between the two areas, that's what we're going to choose to do. The problem with doing it on foot is it takes longer to get from point A to point B. So if you got a little bit of the time to spare, then that's probably the best route to do. You do get bonuses and points and everything for the areas that you explore. So it's good to always explore an area at least once, and especially in some of these areas where things are pretty rare to find outside of buying, it could be quite helpful. So that's why I choose at least this first time to walk instead of ride. And here we've got our first kind of big map, the Golden Plains. Now, this map has several objectives that you're gonna need to do. First, you've got to collect all the gathering points, basically all your all your stuff, and you get some skill points for that. It's also one of the few places that you can get wheat and milk outside of purchasing, along with fuel, dirt, fertilizer, and various other things, which is kind of hard to come by outside of stores. Generally, it's not very good quality here, so don't expect anything all that special. And milk is highly perishable, so that although if you might get lucky and get a high quality group or pull of milk, it doesn't always gonna be that way by the time you get home. So don't be too concerned or too worried about gathering that stuff quite yet. But milk is highly used in a lot of recipes, so especially in Quest and all that. So you can probably make up the low quality with other stuff. So it's good to always have some around, but really don't. You know, it's not a good place to use to farm them. we got the 10 points for that. And we can move on. There's no enemies to fight in this particular map either. Or in the previous one that we showed. This one, however, there are enemies to fight. But first, we get an introduction to yet another new character.
Wow, there are so many machines here. I wonder if they're useful for alchemy.
Oh, this is rare. What's a young lady doing around here?
Huh? Oh, hello. Who could he be? He doesn't look like an adventurer.
Hello to you too. Pleased to meet you. Have you come to explore, Missy?
No, I was just passing by. I thought this place looked neat.
Neat. I see. I can see you are just itching to satisfy your intellectual curiosity. Very good indeed.
Thank you. He seems weird. What should I do?
This is extremely unfortunate, but I suggest you go back for today.
Huh? Why?
Well, how should I explain this? If you want to hide something precious, where would you put it?
Something precious? Bury it in the ground?
Insufficient. You never know who's going to dig it up.
Oh, right. How about putting it in a locked box?
It'll depend on the size. It might still be taken away, box and all.
Right. Then how about... Oh!
Let me give you a hint. It may be best to keep it on your person. If you can't do that, then traps would be quite effective. The traps I refer to are...
Monsters!
Correct, monsters. Now let's go back to the beginning. What I want to iterate is...
This isn't the time for that! Look behind you! Monsters!
Oh, they caught up to me. I shouldn't have stuck around to chat.
Why are you so calm? We have to run away!
Staying calm, no matter the situation, is a law all scientists must follow. But I do agree with your suggestion to run away. Farewell.
Hey! Don't run away! I can't run anymore. Where did he go? What?
We'll get more on him later. It's probably one of the most annoying characters that you're going to find in the game.
Is it safe now? Looks like the monsters are gone. I'm tired already, but I better get over it.
And in this particular area, even at the low levels, these wolves are generally not too much of a problem.
They didn't notice us.
You do get a lot of very good material in this area, usually for bomb making and stuff like that. So it's not a bad area to farm a little bit.
Now then, let's get this done.
The dead meat is also kind of important as well, or the beast meat is kind of important as well, or dead beast meat. So it's, you have to collect some of that. Food is a bit more important in this game than in Rorona.
There they are!
Ha! Didn't feel a thing.
Yeah!
That was way too easy.
Now, I choose to ignore that old path for now because my inventory is getting kind of large.
There they are! What should I do?
Basically, I believe it's another area that you don't really have any real enemies to attack. It's got a lot of really good items to get for crafting, which is why I kind of don't want to bother going there quite yet. And regardless if you take the carriage or not, the carriage is always going to be an option at either location, so you don't really have to worry about that. Get a little bit more of a background, mostly referencing the events that happened in Rorona here. And with that done, we go ahead and send in our report, and we get our new level.
You want to rank up? You sure you have the points?
Please?
Okay, you made it. This is your first time ranking up. Congrats!
Yay! Thanks so much.
You did this quicker than I thought. I had my doubts about you being an adventurer, but you seem fine. I guess it's expected of Rorona's pupil.
Thanks.
You've still got a long journey ahead. Keep it up, and don't slack off.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's it for the formalities. What are you going to do now?
I'm not sure. I might do some shopping or go out and explore a little before going back to my village.
Now that I think about it, it sounds tough having to come all the way here only to update your license. Why don't you just move to Arland? It'll be a lot easier on you.
I don't have that kind of money. Besides, I couldn't do my work as an adventurer without my workshop.
I guess. Rorona was mostly useless without her alchemy, too. Without it, she's weak, helpless, stupid, and...
I think that's a bit harsh.
Oh, right! You have Rorona's workshop! Why don't you just use that?
Huh? Teacher's workshop?
Yeah, you can stay for free, and you can use it to synthesize. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
But won't she get mad if I use it without her permission?
I'm giving you permission. Besides, do you really think she'd get mad at you?
Why are you doing so much to help me?
Don't misunderstand. I figured if you work here, Rorona might come back more often. But I can't possibly admit that.
Huh? I didn't quite hear what you said at the end.
It's nothing. Well, that's settled. Get to the workshop and stop slacking off.
All right. Is this really gonna be okay? Hello? I guess no one's home. Is it really okay for me to use this workshop? I know Cordelia said it was fine, but there's a lot of weird stuff. Hey, is this teacher's container? Can I use what's inside too? What's in there anyway? Maybe I shouldn't look, but I'm so curious. Here goes. I bet there's lots of stuff I've never seen before. Huh? Everything in here looks familiar. Wait, everything is identical to my container. 1, 2, 3... But the number of items is the exact same too. How? Why? Are they connected? I better not think too much. I'll ask teacher when I see her.
And basically, this is just another home base that we have. We can do alchemy and everything else. Our materials are shared and everything else between the two locations. And we can save and sleep and do all the other wonderful nonsense. So, we have ranked up, and we're ready to continue our adventuring, this time in the area surrounding Arland. Please join me again for next time when we continue on our look at Atelier Totori. Thanks for watching. God bless.